This week on the Bronc Buzz, our news team gives you the most recent scoop straight from the R Factor finale.
For our World News segment, we will give you the latest update on the Winter Olympic Games.
For Entertainment Buzz, our team will give you a look at what it really means to be part of Rider University's dance team and how they became a worldwide trending Twitter hashtag, landing them on MTV.
In sports, we will be presenting you with the latest buzz of Rider men's and women's basketball teams and their rocky seasons.
Our Road to Success team will be taking a look at what Rider is doing to help prepare students for life after graduation.
Did you miss out on the perfect Valentine's Day date night? Our foodies investigate 3 romantic restaurants around town for a Valentine's Day redo. Welcome to the Bronc Buzz. I'm Kelly Roberts. Let's begin with our news team giving the latest information about the R Factor finale.
Season 3 of Rider's music competition, the R Factor, is finally here. We were able to interview 2 judges from the competition, Nick Barbati and Karen Torsha, to get all the info on this year's show.
The R Factor, Rider's on-campus singing competition for students, had its finale on Saturday, February 22nd in the Bart Luedecke Center Theater. Her coach was new judge, Campus Life graduate assistant Paul Vizio. Vizio also coached finalist, freshman Anna Smith. Nick Barbati, assistant director of Campus Life and coach of the group competitors, said that bringing in a new judge was good for the competition as a whole.
At the end of this year, we're going to do a major judge overhaul anyway. I think it's time to bring some new perspectives in. That was the intent of bringing a new judge on this year, was to bring kind of a younger energy, a younger perspective.
The other judges were Karen Torsha, associate director of athletics, who coached soloist Kylie McDonald and Leah Rochester, and Dante Cardi, Rider's athletic marketing assistant, who coached returning contestants Cole Clark and Leah Kilmer, who made the finals. Many of the finalists this year have a background in musical theater, which differed from previous seasons.
It's almost like each year has brought a unique theme in the type of students we've been able to attract. The first year there was more of a acoustic feel to the contestants. We had a lot of students who, played and jammed out in their rooms. Last year we had a lot of R&B leaning music. This year is musical theater. Those students came out in full force this year.
There's a lot of new talent this year. I'm amazed by it each year. I've done this now 3 years. And each year the talent just gets better and better and better. And I think what we're seeing is some of the people have seen the show last year, kind of took some of the feedback that we gave to the participants and now kind of incorporated it into themselves. So I'm really excited. There's so many talented students that we have on campus.
Rory Connolly and Peter Petrino, as well as Aaron Miller and Marissa Galletti from Team Barbati, are all musical theater majors. Galletti called out of the competition for health reasons, prompting her partner Miller to sing a solo. With the inspiration behind the competition, Simon Cowell's The X Factor, getting the axe from television, there's no telling what will happen with the future of Rider's version.
We take a little bit of what goes on The X Factor, and we take a little bit of what goes on The Voice, and we take a little bit of American Idol with the way that Nick has done this show. So it's kind of a combination of all 3 of what you're going to see.
We've tried thinking through the idea of doing the voice of Rider, where we would structure it as the voice, but that becomes too much associated to the voice of the person rather than the overall performance quality, which is what we really wanted to highlight. With the X Factor getting canceled, we'll see how it goes. We're probably going to make an announcement whether or not there will be a 4th season at the R Factor this year, one way or the other. So you'll have to just stay tuned. We haven't made up our minds yet.
That's it for the News Buzz. Now back to the desk.
The 2014 22nd Olympic Winter Games are a major international multi-sport event being held in Sochi, Russia. The Winter Olympics began February 7th with winter games such as figure skating, ice hockey, skiing, snowboarding, and track. 25 countries in all competing to see who will place gold, silver, and bronze in each category. As of today, the top 10 countries in order are the Netherlands, the United States, Russia, Norway, Canada, Germany, France, Austria, Sweden, and Switzerland. The 2014 Winter Olympics will end February 23, 2014. Competing in the Olympics, Ryder's very own alumni, Jasmine Fenlater. Fenlater graduated from Rider University in 2007. Fenlater was named to the Olympic bobsled team January 19th of this year. While attending Rider, she majored in web design and multimedia advertising. As a senior, she was named the most outstanding performer for the indoor and outdoor Metro Atlantic Conference Track and Field Championships. Due to her athletic success at Rider, Fenlater was a two-time Rider Athlete of the Year, which she shared with NBA draft pick Jason Thompson. Conditions in Sochi are reported to be chaotic and unreasonable. Winter Olympic resorts were in chaos only days before the start of the Games, with roads covered in mud and potholes and accommodations still unfinished, according to four-time Winter Olympian Emma Carrick-Anderson. Water is reported to be yellow if running at all. One German photographer told the Associated Press that his hotel still had stray dogs and construction workers wandering in and out of the rooms. Reporters from all across the world have been tweeting about their Sochi experiences. Rosa Huang of CTV News tweeted, "Water main break means no water at our hotel in Sochi. Could take a while to fix." Many are arguing that Sochi should not have been the location for this year's Winter Olympics. A member of the U.S. bobsledding team didn't let a little thing like a jammed bathroom door stop him from getting out. Instead, Olympian Johnny Quinn broke right through the door. His tweet about the Saturday morning incident, along with a picture of the door that had been broken through, lit up the internet with over 29,000 retweets. That's all for World News. I'm Jake Tuff. Back to you.
This week on the Bronc Buzz, our entertainment team gives us an inside scoop of Rider University's dance team and how they landed on MTV. This video created by Rider University Dance Team was submitted to MTV's Dancing with Miley contest. This week's Bronc Buzz entertainment crew went out in search of the dance team's secrets that helped them become a part of MTV's history.
Basically, we got an email. Actually, the dance captain, she got an email, and it stated that they were looking for like different dance teams to like dance to a Miley Cyrus song. So since we're a dance team, Michelle just felt as though we should just do it for fun.
I thought it was going to be really interesting because I've never created a music video before, and this was something completely different, nothing that dance team's ever done before.
The dance team created a routine unique from the dances we have seen at Rider basketball games, allowing them to step out of their comfort zone.
It was more of, we were going along the lines of Miley Cyrus and having a storyline.
And we just went from there, like followed the directions from MTV and submitted. We did the recording on my camera, and then I edited as well, the video, and then we submitted it.
And we wanted to do where we were at like a party, and we all got together with Miley Cyrus and we're like dancing with her.
Based heavily on the team's social media presence, the dance team members went above and beyond to spread the word about their now worldwide trending Twitter hashtag TeamDTG.
So I was working at the gym at the time, so I had a poster on the wall saying hashtag TeamDTG, and people were asking me about it, and I told them that you have to go on Twitter, and I explained the whole thing about how we're on MTV and we're going to be on 3 commercials.
You basically get votes by the hashtagging, and if the more people that hashtag you, the more votes you get and you win. So we had to really like pick up our PR and ask people to hashtag us.
The Rider dance team ended up winning the contest and had their dance debuted on MTV. As a prize, the team received a trip and tickets to see Miley Cyrus on her upcoming Bangers tour.
I was actually upstairs with Michelle, who's our captain, and we were freaking out. We were jumping up and down, we were screaming. We had a group text going throughout the entire dance team, and I had over 150 texts come in my phone because everyone was freaking out.
Actually seeing people like come together and see our work and actually supporting us and hashtagging us, it made me feel like proud of myself, and they're supporting my talent.
Many of the senior students on the dance team look to further their career in dance well after they leave Rider.
As for my future plans, I want to actually get deeper into it. Like, as for now, this year has been amazing for me. Like, I've been getting like likes from like Rihanna on Instagram from like my dance pieces.
I don't really think that I'm going to be like an NBA All-Star dancer or something on TV, but something where I can have kids learn to love to dance, because it's something that really was my entire life and I love to do it.
With the determination of Ryder's young dancers, it will be very exciting to see where they end up next. That does it for this week in Ryder Entertainment. Let's send it back to Kelly and Sam at the desk. Our sports crew gives us the latest buzz of our men's and women's basketball teams and their success this season.
The Riders men's basketball team has experienced nothing less than an average season. Without reaching a winning streak above 3 games, Rider has been unable to eclipse the top 3 seeds so far this season. Senior Danny Stewart and budding freshman Jimmy Taylor have carried the load for the men's team, with leadership coming from coach Kevin Baggett and the rest of the Rider bench. They head into the remaining 3 weeks of the season with a 9-7 record within the MAC Conference. For the team to enter the NCAA tournament come March, the men's team will need all of its players to chip in for that all-important bid. Kevin Whitehead, Rider University Network.
Don't know where your next step is to receiving a better career? Our Road to Success team will be taking a look at what Rider is doing to help prepare students for life after graduation.
Career Services is a really cool department. A lot of people don't know about it. It actually connects you while you're a student and when you're alumni with employers of all different kinds. They hold on-campus interviewing and recruiting for a lot of major accounting firms, law firms. They do a lot of outreach programs, and the main purpose is to help you be in the best shape to find a job, and then to help you find a job once you're graduated from Rider. When it comes to outlets for looking for a job, we have an online web forum called the Bronc Career Link. You log on as a student or an alumni. It's almost like the forum that is specifically for Rider, so you get an edge on the competition, and you might hear about jobs first or before other, like the community or like a different college. So you really get an edge. You get specialized in interviews, stuff like that, to make sure that our students are going out there and having the best success with careers.
With summer around the corner, spring is the perfect time to start looking for internships. I caught up with career advisor Lauren Nicolosi to find out how to build the perfect resume.
A resume is important because it's really your first impression to employers. Think of the document from the perspective of the employer. For a communication major, for example, frequently we're highlighting your internship experience, software that you have experience using, equipment that you've used, extracurricular activities, even class projects sometimes we describe. So really every student's different with what is included on a resume, and every resume can be different, depending on the job. You want to look at it that you want to get as much experience as you can in general. So I've seen some students do, 2 or 3 internships, maybe even 4. That's great, but if you don't have the opportunity to do more than 1 internship or more than 2 internships, whatever it is, there are great opportunities with things you can get involved in on campus, such as, Greek life, the radio station that we have here.
The search for an internship can be overwhelming and scary. What is Rider doing to help us, the students, in finding one? I spoke to Dr. Aaron Moore regarding this pressing issue.
We have the Career Link, the Bronc Link. We have Lauren Nicolosi in the Dean's office who help students right at the onset. And then students come to me if they need more guidance, in particular what places to intern, what are good places, what aren't.
Now, in order to receive credit for an internship, there are a few requirements. First, you must be an incoming junior. Secondly, Rider requires at least a 2.6 GPA. Senior Sabrina Safran shared with us her experiences while interning.
But having had the 2 internships that I did and having had those experiences, real-world experiences, not only did I really become educated on what it's truly like to be working in the marketplace or job field or whatever you want to call it, but also made connections that could possibly land me a full-time position.
And a bit of advice for those that do hold internships.
If you want to impress an employer, be independent, be a student who doesn't need to have their hand held, who's a self-starter, who can show their own motivation.
Did you miss out on the perfect Valentine's Day date night? our foodies investigate 3 romantic restaurants around town for a Valentine's Day redo.
Right down the block from Rider University is Candella's. Candella's is known for the fresh, quality food that their chefs prepare daily.
We always use the best quality of either cheeses, sauces, pastas, veal, chicken, whatever we get, it's top notch because our motto is if I wouldn't eat it, I wouldn't put it out to the dining room for my customers to eat. It's like coming to somebody's house. Everybody describes it as like going to your grandmom's house to eat dinner.
Candella's offers a special romantic atmosphere for all couples, especially at affordable prices.
For a first date or 25th anniversary, whatever you want to do, it's good for all those things. And it's very inexpensive. Our menu items range from $8 to the most expensive $25. A couple can come in, have dinner, dessert, coffee for under $60, and that's unheard of in certain places. You can't even go to McDonald's and get that for under $30, $40.
Welcome to Vidalia.
Do you want another location that offers that very similar Italian atmosphere? Then Vidalia could be the place for you. Located on 21 Phillips Avenue in Lawrenceville, Vidalia Restaurant prides itself on presentation for its customers.
The reason why you should dine here is because the food is spectacular. Look at the presentation. We do also atmosphere and service, which is optimal.
Vidalia's menu has a wide variety of delicacies, blended with the finest meats and vegetables from local farms. A prime specialty here is their seafood entrees.
Another popular dish that we have here in Vidalia, which is a beautiful fillet of pintado, which is the painter's fish. It's a tiger fish, it comes from Brazil. Some little garlic, salt, pepper, we broil it, and it comes out beautiful.
Vidalia could be your location for your next Valentine's Day date, but ownership here has a word of advice for next year.
Valentine's Day is a very busy day. I suggest making a reservation at least 3 weeks in advance.
Our final stop is right in Princeton at a little place called Winberry's. Located in Palmer Square, Winberry serves all locals and college students, offering a wide array of grill and pasta dishes and daily specials. This restaurant is also known for the romance created by its customers. Restaurant staff have seen many in the area use Winberry's as a first date and Valentine's Day destination, and many men have used Winberry's to pop the big question. As an added bonus, the food here is good too. So good, one Bronc Buzz reporter couldn't stop at just one plate. Whether it be Winberry's, Candella's, or Vidalia's, any of these restaurants will be the perfect location for your Valentine's Day redo. I'm Lauren Testa for the Bronc Buzz. Now back to you at the studio.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of Bronc Buzz. Tune in again next week for another thrilling edition of our show. Have an awesome day, Ryder.
See you next week.